Hello there and welcome to Lower 6 Further Maths A-Level. This is the January mock exam revision sheet 5. Here we're on question 4, a matrices question. So let's read through the question, and remember when we read through the question we've got to effectively, hopefully, form either 2 or 3 equations with either 2 or 3 variables. So a Welsh farmer looks after a variety of sheep. He has 3 different breeds of sheep in total, so I'm thinking 3 variables, an X, Y and a Z. So we'll say the Welsh Mountain sheep are X, the Kerry Hill sheep is Y, and the Lynn sheep are Z. In total the farmer had 1,200 sheep. So we can make an equation out of that. X plus Y plus Z equals 1,200. The farmer had 100 more Kerry Hill sheep than mountain sheep. So that means we're going to do Y take away X equals 100. During the course of a breeding season, the number of sheep changed by, so 0.2 as a decimal multiplier for the Welsh Mountain sheep, plus 0.3 lots on the Y for the Kerry Hill sheep, and 0.15 as the decimal multiplier for the Lynn sheep. And the total increase here was by 255 sheep. Okay. Using an inverse matrix, find the total number of sheep before the breeding season. Okay, so what we're going to do here is form a matrix equation using the letters X, Y and Z. And effectively, the coefficients on each of these equations are going to be inserted into this matrix here, making sure that the first one along each row is the X, the second one along each row is the Y, and the third one along each row is the Z, so that when we multiply it out, it multiplies out okay. So the first one is nice and easy, 1, 1, 1. The next one, we're going to have to swap these around a little bit. It's effectively minus X plus Y. So this is minus 1, 1, there's no z's, so we'll just put a 0 there. And then the decimal multipliers come in, 0.3 and 0.15. And on the other side of the equations, we're going to get 1200, 100, and 255. So what we need to do with our matrices is to inverse this 3 by 3 matrix here, so that we're left with X, Y and Z on the left hand side. Now it's really important that we pre-multiply this matrix here, because it's on the front. We want our A inverse, effectively our A inverse, to be on the front here so that these two cancel out. So what we want is our A inverse matrix, if this matrix here is A, to times by 1,200, 100 and 255. Now these numbers are pretty tricky, so we'll use the calculator for this. So menu button option 4, insert the values into your 3 by 3 matrix. Then you've got to click clear option, define a second matrix, matrix B, enter the values into that matrix there. And then using the option button, you're selecting options 3 and 4 for matrix A and matrix B, and the inverse button, the power of -1 button that's just above the open bracket to get the inverse up. This is how we're going to solve this question. And the answer that we get when we work this out is 300, 400 and 500. Now just do a little double check when you get those numbers out so that it follows at least a couple of your easy equations. So do I add them all up and get 1200? Yep. Is there 100 more Y sheep than X sheep? Yep. Okay, so that's roughly worked. That has worked. So let's write a final answer. So Welsh Mountain sheep equals 300. Then the Kerry Hill sheep is equal to 400, and the Lien sheep equals 500. So always with a context question, relate it back to the context of the question, your answer. Okay, right, that's 6 marks for that question.